this is what I have to say. We are starting a new terrain set, and this terrain set has 11 pages of script as opposed to 17 pages of script as the last terrain set. So a little bit shorter, but a lot of fight scene stuff going to end up animating, so it's still going to take some time. But we're going to do film dailies of these throughout these next few weeks, through them and observe and then see. For those of you who watch these, you get a little bit behind the scenes, sneak previews of what's to come at the end of Season 3, because now we're just working on Episode 9 and Episode 10 of Season 3. And going to show you guys in a minute this terrain set that I built. It's a new snow, Thailand tundra terrain set. I'm going to house a huge battle finale, whatever. Like I said, this live stream's still going to be a train wreck to me. I just need to sleep. Anyway, there it is. Here, let me see if I can widen that a little bit. No, that's about as wide as it gets. Okay. So you can see here. So we got some castle. We got a little courtyard area here. We got some cliffside snow. We got castle walls everywhere. A little bit more cliffside. Some of these ice mountain thingies. So, yep. It's a little bit smaller. Actually, a lot smaller than the set from last time, but we didn't need it too big. And this will make it easier to break things down when I need to go for my close-ups for these. But yeah. So like I said, 11 pages of script, 2 episodes that this set is in. So there's me shooting from one angle. And then there's the wide shot of basically in a corner in a room of the studio set that I have. See, there's my camera. There is one light to cover the shadows in the front. Then you got one can light from one side, one can light to the other side, and one backlight can light that backlights the sky. And so overall, 4 points of light. Then the camera and the terrain set, along with the miniatures there that you can currently animate with, and that's all the light I use. So that's what you see. And please don't tell me the bulbs. I don't know what the bulbs are at this moment. They are different varieties of light bulbs, though. They're not tungsten, though. They're not tungsten. They're just regular light bulbs. That's why I do a lot of white balancing, just to make sure the color is flat. So yeah, that's what I got. That's what we're going to be working with. This is the first shot I did. It's a ultra wide shot. But it turned out pretty good. Just have a few figures coming in here. Alright, and so next shot, same shot. Like I said, the lighting's all good. See, this is what I like when my wide shots come out pretty darn good to where there's no bumps. It's harder to do, but it is doable. Let's see here. Get my characters now. Obviously, there's a lot of spoilers in these, so I'm not really going to talk about the scene. I'm just going to talk about the quality of the shot, if there's any bumps or light flickers or anything like that. This shot, let's just take a look at it a second, okay? Vroom. Interesting, huh? And everything looks like it's running smoothly. Some other characters here. We got Sylvaris and his gang. Wait a second, I want to see. I think that's just do. Okay. Yeah, that's just do the focusing back here. That's fine. Yeah, looking good. That's just to establish where these characters are. There's gonna be a lot of Kelda, a lot of Evar, and a lot of an ice elemental as well in these. So I'm not really going to be talking about like the story too much, because there's a lot of, if I talk about story in these, then spoilers will happen. So we're just going to talk about the integrity of the shot, whether the shot looks good or not, if there's light flicker, if there's any camera bumping, and hopefully all the shots will be good. That's why I do multiple shots in wide, medium, and close-ups, so that way I can cut in between them just in case there's a shot that's just kind of off, or if there's a hair in a shot. See, I believe it's the shot right here that has the hair, so if I can pop it up and we can take a look. Yep, right there. So, you see it? It's right here. Here, let me try and make this disappear. You see that little silver thing? Here, sorry. Okay. It's a silver thing across her chest there. Yeah, you see that there? It's just sticking out, and there might be a way to fudge that within hit film, but it just never looks the same. So I'm gonna have to do, like, I'm gonna have to like just use like that part of the shot until she comes into focus, and then maybe I can fudge that. I'll try and fudge it to where you won't see it as much, but I might have to just do another close-up of her, which is fine. But yeah, just it stinks when that type of thing happens. What I was thinking, and after I render this, I'll show the big video of it too, was that instead of like physical attacks, Moore's Bane, like, because you know, Sergeant Drake Alexander is all about physical attacks. You know, he's got to hit his opponent, but Moore's Bane is more of a wizard, so he could actually use the power of his staff and do magic attacks. But I wanted to be a little bit different from like Kurok, you know, and others. So I basically, since went off the inspiration of his negation, to where he can actually like use something to where he can control another like opponent miniature and bend it to his will, or just throw him around and take control of him, like so. Boom, 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 and then use his staff and boom. I think that works well. So boom, stops him in his tracks and spins him around the one mark creature, and then that causes them to run each other and stumble out of the frame. And like, yep, can't touch this. Yeah, I think that's better. And I'd probably only do, if I were to use this, I'd probably only use where he gets up top and maybe coming down. Slicing them down there. The bottom part, not so much, but still, it looks pretty darn good. There's no light flicker, there's no camera bump. It's a really nice sequence there. The whole fight scene that we've been animating for, it's been several weeks now. I thought it was going to take like 4 or 5, it took like 7 or 8 weeks. It took like 2 months. Of course, it was about 200 shots and it was a huge fight scene. But we are done. Boom. See how smooth that transition was? From Sergeant Drake going from one mode to another. Just like what Raylan does with her battle modes, Sergeant Drake has one battle mode he can go to as well. And I'll do like a little effect, a little glowing effect for that transition as well for him. But yeah, Sergeant Drake owning this Morrow Snake. This is how things are going. Things are moving along. It'll just be a matter of like 4 to 8 weeks, and we will be finished with all the animating, and then we will be getting to the editing portion and then getting all this content out, getting season 3 out. Exciting. It's fun. For those of you who are watching this on the Tales of Hell YouTube page, this is the edited down version of what is basically, because I'm going to edit into one video just like the last 7-8 weeks of all these dailies into maybe like less than 10 minutes. And so if you're watching this on Tales of Hell YouTube, there's actually a lot more stuff to see, a lot more behind the scenes stuff that is not going to be shown on Tales of Hell. So if you want to see that, go to our Conductor Productions YouTube page, and there should be something on the screen in front of you, or definitely look at all the links below of each individual live stream that we have all the dailies in, because there's going to be several, and check them out there. But again, like, share, subscribe, get the word out, let people know what's going to be happening later on this year. We're going to be having a lot of fun. And with that, I bid you all a good night, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday when we're doing more of this production. So with that, I'm Ryan. Have a good night. Later.